Okay guys, we're back, and so many of you guys continue to ask me, what are the best ways that I can avoid probate court? Well, let's first start by saying, what is probate? Probate is a legal process through the court system where a judge will determine what happens with your assets, either based on your existing estate plan documents like a will, or based on the intestacy laws or the default laws of the state where that person passed away. How do we avoid that uncertainty, cost, frustration? Well, a few simple ways to do that. First, create and establish a revocable living trust. That will operate the same way as a will, except under Illinois, Michigan, and most other states. So long as your assets flow through a trust, you will avoid probate court. Always good for our clients to stay out of that court process and the public nature of that. We also know creditors can make claims against estates, whether they're legitimate or not, all part of the probate process and something you want to try to avoid. Another one is to designate beneficiary designations. One place that we see a lot of mistakes being made by clients, unfortunately, is not keeping those designated beneficiaries updated, right? So as I create an estate plan, or if people in my life change, making sure that that estate plan reflects those changes, especially through the beneficiary designations. Another one would be to have joint ownership. Now, we got to be careful with that, because oftentimes with joint ownership, that can unintentionally expose assets to creditors of that other joint owner. So there's some considerations when you want to think about joint ownership, but that is one way to avoid probate, so long as there is a surviving joint owner. And a couple other quick ones, guys, just to think about are, gifting assets during your life. Of course, that works, but also has some different complications that might arise from that, such as gift taxes, such as income tax basis, and what happens with that. We also could be giving away assets that we actually need during our lifetime, just in an effort to try to avoid probate. So before you start gifting or transferring assets, executing quitclaim deeds, transferring title to your son or your daughter, make sure you consult with an estate planning attorney to make sure that that's in the right and best interest of your overall estate plan.